pineapples. It's Kendra Halbert from beautiful Missouri. And Melody had asked me if I would like to be the consultant of the month for August. So, of course, I was honored and, of course, I accepted. So, a little bit about my Usborne story is earlier this year, I was invited to a party, and my daughter's friend, and my daughter lived in Tucson at the time, and she said, "Hey, Mom, Sarah's having a party and you should go because Owen could really use some books for Christmas." So, of course, being a grandma, of course, let me just check this out. So I went and of course I'd heard of Usborne books because of our homeschooling years. We use lots of Usborne books throughout the years. I believe that I had even gone to a homeschool conventions and seen big booths, but nobody told me I could sell it. So that's a little. I went to her Facebook site and added and said, "Oh my goodness, why is this at 8:30 at night? I can't go to a party. I have to get up and work in the morning." And she lived an hour away. So I'm thinking, well, this is strange. Who has a party at 8:30 at night? And then I realized it was a Facebook party. And that is when I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Then I went to the party. I was ready to sign up that night. I decided I would wait for a while. At the time, I had a full-time job. So I decided that I would just wait and give it some time and look around. So I had scoured the internet. I scoured YouTube. I looked and looked and looked and looked. And lo and behold, I found Melody. So it was one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life. So I've been with Usborne now since January. One of the things about Melody that I so appreciated was she called me back right away. At that time, it was mid-December, and so she said, "Kendra, I would love to sign you up today, but I don't believe it's in your best interest." And so, Christmas is winding down. There's no more shopping before Christmas, and new catalogs are coming out in January. So you're not going to want to sign up now just to have to turn around and buy new catalogs. How about you wait till January? Wait, and I was expecting another grandchild to be born. So she said, "Why don't you just enjoy this time with your family, wait till the new kits come out, and then we'll go from there." And I thought, whoa, she is the real deal. She could have signed me up that day, only thinking of herself, and she didn't. She was thinking of me, and I was like, she's the one. But as far as my story, I was working a full-time federal job. It was a very good job for especially my area, but I wanted something more. So I was going to school full-time, I was working full-time, and I joined Usborne towards the end of January. And my kit came in. I went like gangbusters in February, went like gangbusters in March, and by April I was exhausted, and by May I took a nosedive. And so I wasn't able to do it all. I had to come to the realization that something needed to go. With my husband's encouragement, quit my job. I have jumped in with both feet. So what's happened since I quit my job is I went to convention, number one. I would recommend it for anyone. It was so fun. The fellowship was a blast. Getting to know people that you only know on Facebook, getting to know your teammates was just career changing, life changing, my Usborne business changing. So I'm so glad that I did that. And then I continued to have company for a month. And so I enjoyed my summer. I enjoyed my time off. And then company left, and I decided now's the time. Since then, I've been working on my videos. I've been working on my YouTube channel. I've been working on getting parties scheduled, and even had two pretty successful parties. And I also was able to touch the school and library. I got my EC quiz done, and so I'm just waiting for that to open up. And one of the things that's really thrilling me about this business is that I do live in a very rural, poor community. our county is the poorest county in Missouri. And so with that comes a lot of poverty and a lot of children that don't have books, who don't really have the necessities, let alone the luxury of having an Usborne book. One of my goals is to get more books into the school. So I just got a little taste of being an EC, as one of my prior hostesses was the mother-in-law of a principal. And they had my catalog and they wanted to place an order. So I was able to not just get them the order, but to say to myself, okay, what is better for them? Where will they benefit? And it was with doing it as a book fair. So they were able to put in their order and get 50% more books. And so I was so excited about doing that. The books are in this weekend, so I can't wait until Monday or Tuesday to take them to them. And they were a week earlier than I was expecting, so I'm excited about that. That gave me a little glimpse and a taste of what is really going to be part of my huge passion with doing this, is getting Usborne books into the community, because I think it will be life-changing for some of these kids. So that's kind of my story. Why do I love Usborne? I love Usborne because, obviously, the books. Number two, I love Usborne because encouragement and recognition. I worked for 2.5 years, worked my fingers to the bone, didn't get the kind of recognition that spoke to me as I've gotten with Usborne and being on the dream team and I'm in the Stroud crowd. And Melody blesses me with happies in the mail, and it's just amazing to me how much that means to me. My husband would say, you love this, you enjoy this, you are having so much fun with it, so why not do it full time? The third reason why I love Usborne is for personal growth. I am very excited about the personal growth that I've already experienced and the personal growth that's future. I put some goals ahead of me and crossed a lot of barriers of my own that are exciting. So why do I feel like I'm being successful? Well, I got a little taste of success in my first 2 months, and I thought, these books are selling themselves, so that's a no-brainer. What am I doing now that's making me successful? Well, I think one of the things is, obviously I have more time, so for that I'm blessed. Why did I want to come home? I wanted to come home because of this. I love being at home. So I believe that a lot of my creative juices and I believe that a lot of my joy comes from being at home and just being able to enjoy and relax and not be under the stress that I was under at my other job has created in me a desire to just do more. So I've started really focusing on my goals. I've finally written them down. I have worked on my office. I've gotten organized. I have several parties on the books for August and September. My goal is to promote October 1st. I'm growing my team, and so I'm excited about that. Very first recruit is my daughter, and we are just having a great time doing this together. And to watch her have success has been so wonderful for me, because I say to myself, okay, yes, she's my daughter. Yes, she's having success. This is so exciting. But I don't want to just do that for my daughter. I want to do that for other ladies as well, because I know for her, she's a young mom. Money is tight, and her husband supports her being a stay-at-home mom, but with that comes money constraints. She said, what could $400 extra do for me a month? A lot. Diapers. Seeing that excitement in her and seeing what Usborne is doing for her has made me realize that it is truly selfish for me to be afraid to present the business opportunity to other people, because I've had a fear of, oh, I'm bugging them. And it's not about growing my team for me. It's about blessing other people with this opportunity. That has been a huge hurdle for me to get over and for me to realize that I don't need to be afraid. Another thing I have is analysis paralysis. Because I think my dad's a perfectionist, and so I tend to be a perfectionist. So if I can't do it perfect, then I get stuck and I don't go anywhere, or I get too overwhelmed and think, oh, well, I'll put that on the back burner. I'll try that again tomorrow. Instead, I've just been going for it. I've just been picking up the phone when I believe that the Lord brings somebody to my mind. Call them or I send them a message. And I'm also using Michelle Wither's Great Success program, and it has helped me so much with being able to ask the right questions and able to find out the needs of other people, see if I can help provide that service. So these are all things that I'm doing for my successes. Encouragement to other people would be to keep swimming. When I was having my worst month and I was reevaluating of whether or not I wanted to continue to do this or continue doing my full-time job, because that's just the easier decision to make, and I get a package in the mail and I think, what's this? And it was for Melody, and it was the little Just Keep Swimming book. I was so blessed by that, and it encouraged me in a time when I didn't really know that I would keep going with Usborne, and I'm so glad that I did. And I thank Melody for all of the encouragement and the awesome training that has provided, and I cherry pick what I feel like I'm lacking in, and I watch it and I go for it. Audio trainings on the back office, and I listen to it and I take it to heart, because a lot of these ladies that I'm listening to are real people, and I met them at convention. So I know that I made the right decision when I quit my full-time job. I'm happier. My husband's happier. I met with my daughter and her husband at a restaurant last week, and they're like, Mom, I can't believe you have a totally different look in your eyes than you did when you were working. And that's huge. Thank you, Usborne. Thank you, Melody. And thank you to all my fellow pineapples, because I am so excited to continue on this journey and see where it takes me. Thank you.